Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that your profession simply no longer exists. Not because you made a mistake. Not because the company went bankrupt. But because an artificial intelligence does exactly what you do, only faster, cheaper, and without complaining. Does that sound exaggerated? A few years ago, it also sounded exaggerated to say that an algorithm could write texts, create realistic images, program complex systems, drive cars, or diagnose diseases. And yet, all of that is already happening. The revolution isn't coming. It has already begun. And what's most frightening isn't the technology itself, but the speed at which it is evolving. The question you need to ask yourself right now is not whether jobs will disappear. The real question is yours on the list? Today you're going to discover 10 jobs that are seriously threatened by artificial intelligence. Some are obvious. Others will deeply surprise you. And one of them may directly impact your own reality. Stay with me until the end, because understanding this could completely change the way you see your career, your future, and the decisions you make starting today. Before we continue, I want you to think for a few seconds. Do you believe AI will destroy more jobs than it creates? Comment that now, because at the end I'm going to ask you the same question again. Let's start with the first group already feeling the impact. Call center agents. For decades, millions of people worked answering calls, solving simple issues, registering complaints, and providing basic support. It was one of the largest sources of employment in the world. But today, automated service systems can understand natural language, identify customer intent, access internal databases, and offer solutions almost instantly. These systems operate 24 hours a day. They don't ask for raises. They don't take vacations. They don't miss work. And they learn from every interaction. Companies are drastically reducing human teams because the numbers are clear: automation cuts costs and increases efficiency. And the most impressive part? Customers often don't even realize they're talking to a machine. This isn't science fiction. It's operational reality. Now think about supermarket cashiers. Have you used self-checkout? That machine where you scan your own items and pay? It started as an option. Today, in many places, it's becoming the standard. And the next evolution is already being tested: stores where you simply take what you want and walk out, while sensors and smart cameras automatically identify your purchases and charge your account. No cashier. No lines. No human interaction. It sounds convenient, but behind that convenience lies a massive workforce replacement. When technology becomes cheaper than maintaining employees, the corporate decision becomes predictable. Third job, telemarketing operators. If you've ever received an automated call that sounded almost human, you've already experienced this shift. AI systems can adapt their script in real time based on customer responses, analyze tone of voice, and adjust strategies to increase the chances of a sale. Unlike humans, they can make thousands of calls simultaneously. They don't get tired. They don't lose motivation. They don't need coffee breaks. Their productivity is unmatched. The impact is inevitable. Now let's move into territory many people believed was safe. Basic text translators. For years, translation was a highly valued skill. Today, AI tools translate documents in seconds with impressive accuracy. Emails, product descriptions, basic articles, corporate messages, everything can be instantly converted into dozens of languages. Does this completely eliminate human translators? No. But it drastically reduces demand for basic translation work. The market narrows. Only specialists in complex technical translation, deep cultural revision, and strategic adaptation remain. The base of the pyramid disappears. And now something controversial. Entry-level designers. Today anyone can generate an image, artwork, logo, or even a video with just a few commands. AI-based tools produce results in seconds that used to require hours of work. Does this mean the end of design? No. But it does mean the end of basic, repetitive design. Professionals who only execute simple tasks are at risk. The market will value strategic vision, deep brand identity, differentiated creativity, and conceptual thinking. Pure execution is being automated. Do you see the pattern? AI replaces predictable tasks. And the more predictable the function, the greater the risk. Now let's move into an even more sensitive field. Journalists who produce database news, such as financial reports, sports results, and corporate announcements, are already competing with algorithms that automatically generate articles. Companies use systems capable of turning raw data into complete texts within seconds. No grammatical errors. No delays. This doesn't eliminate investigative journalism, but it drastically reduces repetitive roles. If even creative industries are feeling the impact, who is truly safe? Basic accounting is also on the front line. Automated software handles bookkeeping entries, calculates taxes, generates reports, and detects financial inconsistencies. Small businesses that once depended on external professionals now rely on intelligent platforms. Strategic accountants remain valuable. But professionals who simply organize numbers manually are being replaced by faster, more accurate systems. Administrative assistants are another clear example. Scheduling meetings, organizing calendars, sending automated replies, managing tasks, and creating simple reports can now be handled by virtual assistants. Companies reduce teams because automation centralizes functions with greater efficiency. The trend is clear. Now take a deep breath, because the next point usually surprises people. Junior programmers. Automated code generation tools can create complete functions from simple descriptions. Does this mean programming will end? No. But the level of expectation rises dramatically. The market won't need someone who only writes basic code. It will need system architects, security specialists, engineers who deeply understand logic, structure, and strategy. The base shrinks. The top becomes more competitive. Here we reach the first major reflection point. Artificial intelligence doesn't necessarily eliminate entire professions overnight. It starts by eliminating specific tasks. Then it reduces teams. Then it redefines the market. The danger isn't waking up and realizing everything is gone. The danger is not noticing that your role is slowly being emptied until it becomes irrelevant. But there is something even more important than this list. The speed of transformation. Technological revolutions have always destroyed jobs and created new ones. The difference now is that this transformation is happening in years, not decades. Those who take too long to adapt fall behind quickly. Let me ask you a direct question. Are you learning to use artificial intelligence as a tool, or are you ignoring it out of fear? Because there's a huge difference between being replaced by a machine and using the machine to become irreplaceable. Now I want you to step back for a moment and think about the bigger picture. What's happening isn't just job replacement. It's a complete reconfiguration of the labor market. And many people will only realize it when it's too late. Transformation doesn't make noise. It happens quietly. A company reduces a team here, automates a department there, tests a new system, cuts costs, increases productivity. And when you look around, you realize that half the roles that existed 10 years ago have simply disappeared. Let's continue diving deeper into the 10 most vulnerable professions. Professional drivers. Truck drivers, taxi drivers, delivery drivers. For a long time, replacing someone who drives seemed impossible. But autonomous vehicles are evolving at an astonishing speed. Sensors, cameras, computational intelligence, smart mapping, and decision-making systems already operate with increasing levels of safety. Logistics companies invest billions because an autonomous truck can operate 24 hours a day without rest. It doesn't require a salary. It doesn't suffer from fatigue. It doesn't make mistakes due to distraction. When technology becomes cheaper than maintaining human drivers, what do you think large corporations will choose? The decision won't be emotional. It will be mathematical. Now think about junior data analysts. Those who spend hours organizing spreadsheets, cross-referencing information, and creating basic reports. AI systems already do this in seconds. More than that, they identify patterns invisible to the human eye, predict trends, and suggest strategies. Professionals who only collect and organize data are at risk. What remains is the strategist who knows how to interpret, question, and make context-based decisions. Pure execution is being automated. And here's something many people don't expect to hear. Teachers who only transmit standardized content. Digital platforms can offer personalized lessons, identify a student's level, adjust pace, generate automatic exercises, and answer questions in real time. If a teacher's role is merely to repeat information, technology can do that efficiently. But if a teacher develops critical thinking, inspiration, leadership, and values, they become irreplaceable. The difference is not the profession. It's the depth of the role performed. Do you notice something important here? Artificial intelligence replaces predictable tasks. But it still struggles with genuine empathy, disruptive creativity, and human leadership. Now let's look at basic legal work. Software already analyzes contracts, identifies risky clauses, suggests changes, and cross-references case law in seconds. Law firms use AI to review thousands of documents in minutes. Lawyers who only review standardized contracts face direct competition from algorithms. The lawyer of the future will need to be a strategist, negotiator, and complex analyst. Repetitive work is being absorbed by technology. In the banking sector, tellers have practically disappeared in many regions. Apps handle transfers, investments, loans, and even basic financial advice. Chatbots instantly assist customers. Physical branches close because digital service drastically reduces costs. Banks don't need as many people at the counter anymore. They need specialists in risk analysis, cybersecurity, and advanced financial strategy. Now I want you to understand something even deeper. AI doesn't feel fear. It doesn't feel insecurity. It doesn't procrastinate. While many people resist learning new tools out of discomfort or habit, these systems continue evolving every single day. And the market rewards efficiency. It always has. But here is the central point of everything we're discussing. It's not just jobs that are at risk. It's the traditional career model. That idea of studying one profession at 20 and practicing it the same way until retirement is becoming obsolete. The future demands constant updating, continuous learning, strategic reinvention. And that brings us to the true climax of this conversation. The people who will be replaced aren't necessarily those in specific professions. They are the ones who perform tasks that can be reduced to patterns. If your job can be reduced to a set of repetitive instructions, it can be automated. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But eventually. Now think with me, two professionals in the same field. One ignores artificial intelligence and continues doing everything manually, the same way as always. The other learns to use AI to accelerate processes, improve results, and deliver more value. In 1 year, who will earn more? In 3 years, who will be promoted? In 5 years, who will still be relevant? The difference is not technology. It's mindset. And here's the part that completely shifts the narrative. Every technological revolution destroyed jobs. But it also created new opportunities. The difference now is speed. The window for adaptation is smaller. Those who learn fast prosper. Those who delay struggle. New fields are emerging. AI ethics specialists. Prompt engineers. Data curators. Intelligence systems developers. Content creators who use AI as a productivity amplifier. Digital strategy consultants. The market isn't dying. It's transforming. But there's one detail few people realize. The biggest threat isn't AI. It's stagnation. If you continue doing only what you've always done, ignoring the changes around you, you become vulnerable. But if you choose to learn, experiment, and adapt, you become rare. And rarity creates value. Now I want you to answer honestly in the comments. If today you discovered that your profession is at high risk of automation, what would you do? Would you start learning something new? Would you learn how to use AI as a tool? Or would you wait and see what happens? That answer could define your future. If this video has opened your eyes so far, hit the like button now. It helps the algorithm deliver this message to more people who need to hear it. And if you want to understand the future before it arrives unexpectedly, subscribe to the channel. Because in the final part, I will reveal the skills that no machine can fully replicate and how you can position yourself not just to survive, but to thrive in the age of artificial intelligence.